I want to talk about your most streamed song too. We talk about a big seller, which was Fish, and your biggest charting song. But I think your most streamed song is "Outskirts of Heaven."
Yeah.
I'd love to hear more about this song too. I love the concept of this song because it's obviously got a country message. I mean, a lot of us live on the outskirts of towns and cities and rural areas and stuff, and attributing that to heaven is just such an interesting concept. I'd love to hear the story behind this song too, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I I was laying in bed. This is a true story. I was laying in bed one night and just got super nervous about heaven. I know that's where I'm going, and don't get me wrong. But when I started thinking about what heaven is and how the description that we have of heaven that we get in the book, the Bible, and it's nothing like where I grew up. Nothing. So I I said, I don't know. I don't know that I don't want, when I get to heaven, I don't want to live downtown heaven. It's like Nashville or any of them big cities. I don't, that's not my style.
Yeah,
So I wanted to write something that reflected more of my upbringing. And so I knew that I wanted to write it with my buddy Dave, because Dave Turnbull. He's good at writing those really just heavy, like meat on the bone type songs. And I knew that that's who I wanted to write this song with. So when I got with him that day, I told him, I says, "Hey, here's what I want to write." I said, "But let's don't even think about radio. Let's just," because at the time I needed a radio hit bad. I needed
right.
it. But when we sat down, I said, "I don't even. Let's just. I got to get this song off my chest." And we sat there, and probably 2.5 hours later, we had "Outskirts of Heaven" written, and then again, I started playing that one live, and people were just eating it up. And so I went back to the record label guys, and I said, "Hey, this song is special. We need to do something." So they decided to go to radio with it, and that was December of 2015, and then we released "Outskirts of Heaven" in April of 2016.
Yeah, and it's another top 40 hit. And I mean, it'd been at least a couple years or a year since you had a charting single. So, yeah, what does it surprise you when a song that has a lot of meat on the bones does so well in radio?
Yeah, and who knows? I could sit here and throw a whole bunch of people under the bus when it comes to this song, because this song had checked every box. To that, if you said, "Hey, these are the things that a hit song has," it it w- if let's just call it, let's say hit song was a graduating class, this song would have been valedictorian.
Okay.
Um, and when it died at 24 on the chart, I was very upset, because I knew what this song wasn't, as far as like commercialness, if
Yeah.
that's even a word. And like you said, even now to this day, it went to 24, but it's still over 100 million streams.
Yeah.
So um, you know, no, I'm not surprised. I feel like every song of the year, every CMA song of the year, every ACM song of the year is that type.
Yeah. Hmm.
House That Built Me, I Saw God Today. Those.
Songs that aren't supposed to do well on radio, essentially.
And honestly, songs that, if you ask the team that's working that song, will tell you those were some really hard songs to work.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah.
Humble and Kind. I was with Tim one time. We were doing a clay shoot, and he was like, he said, bro, he said, we we're having a hard time working this song. And I'm like, what? Humble and Kind? And then, ended up winning every award possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Lori McKenna, man, let's go.
Yeah.
Lori McKenna reference here on the show this week. Love that. One of my favorite songwriters, man. What a freaking treat she is, man.
She's so good.
Yeah, agree.
My grandpa taught me about buck knives and shotguns, how to cast and know zip code, and how to work a stick shift. He taught me the Bible and about all 12 disciples, and he made sure that I know there's life after this, with pearly gates and streets of gold. He said if I just believe, that's where I'll go. But Lord, when I die, I wanna live on the outskirts of heaven, where there's dirt roads for miles, hay in the fields, and fish in the river, where there's dogwood trees and honeybees and blue skies and green grass forever. Lord, when I die, I wanna live on the outskirts of heaven. Now it says in the King James, in the Almighty's kingdom, he mentions a mansion that he's built just for me. Now I'd gladly trade it for a farmhouse with acreage and a backyard that's shaded and a squeaky front porch swing. That's where I wanna hang my wings when I die. I wanna live on the outskirts of heaven, where there's dirt roads for miles, hay in the fields, and fish in the river, and where there's dogwood trees and honeybees and blue skies and green grass forever. So Lord, when I die, I wanna live on the outskirts of heaven. Yeah. Yeah, the good Lord knows me. He knows I need blue skies and green grass forever. Lord, when I die, I wanna live on the outskirts of heaven. Yeah, when I die, I wanna live on the outskirts of heaven.